There are two sides of this communication thing. One is linked to the fact that I always avoided listening to radio or watching TV because our own selection of information is not as immediate as when you're reading newspaper, for example. The consequence of such behavior is that I became very much ignorant in terms of popular culture and mass media. It was difficult to communicate at first with strangers because there was no easy common links like information on reality shows or sports or any X Factor. Then I decided to watch TV, not to feel so embarrassed among people who don't know. Although the way is always a good subject here. The other side is more specific. It is related to Copenhagen meeting and it made me think about all the international relations, agreement. The leaders of the civilized world, they're always performing their inability to risk big changes, despite of the possibility of irreversible damage for all sides. Now we mix this all with other stuff. I love the sound of pipes. I mean PVC pipes, water pipes and tubes. The richness of sound is really inspiring for me. For the diameters, lengths and materials that shape the acoustics of these objects to the possible improvements with mouthpieces and acoustic resonators. I'm totally available to dedicate my time in learning their language. From Uranus project I had this idea of something like an acoustic sonic hairdresser's helmet. At the same time, inspired by Water's method, I wanted to make an instrument that should be played by a group of people instead of just one musician, a collective, group work. I do have my own principles. Beliefs on how things should be and how I should work are present in my daily life. This is part of who I am. I grew up a little immune to consumerism, and it might have been a result of this weird attitude towards broadcast media. It also reflects on my method of work. It also reflects on my method of work. I try never to build anything from new materials unless there is too much difficulty in recycling something that was already made. Yeah, here I am in the middle of another technological stage of civilization, denying most of the joy of electronics and recycling disposed daily objects. Here I am, trying to declare my thoughts about the importance of returning to our basics, our sense, our primordial instincts and primal thoughts about evolution. I have omitted myself from most directions of the masses, directions taken from suggestions that I missed. It also reflects on my method of work. I try never to build anything from new materials unless there is too much difficulty in recycling.